Hello everyone. Welcome to another fiery hot episode of Noodle Journey, where I'll be reviewing Samyang's Buldak corn ramen. Putting aside how painful the 2x spicy Buldak ramen was, I am a fan of this product line. The spice level is on the high side, but the flavor in these has, so far, been exceptional. So now we come to what I think may be the oddball of the product line, the proverbial red-headed stepchild, the corn flavor. I just saw someone on Reddit shitting all over this flavor, so naturally I pushed this to the top of my review pile to see what all the fuss is about. You can find this at roughly the same price point as the other Buldak products at the same places. A single bag will run you about $2, or a 5-pack anywhere from $7 to $11, depending on where you shop. If Cocoyam.com ever comes back to life, you can maybe even spring for a Korean mega variety pack like I did, and it might be in there. I haven't really talked about my feelings on corn and ramen, so let's do that real quick, shall we? I will preface this by saying that I generally love corn and corn-derived products. I live in a part of the country renowned for growing excellent corn, and I'm also an avid fan of shit that is bad for me that is made from corn, like Tostitos and popcorn. And I also know that putting corn in Japanese ramen is a thing that started in Japan several years ago. Thanks for that info again, Reddit. So it's not like inauthentic or anything, but yeah, I just don't get the appeal of corn and ramen. I really don't. I don't think it adds anything of value, and when it shows up in a cup of noodles, I'm just like, meh. It's usually sweet with a distracting texture and just not for me. I've seen it in ramen restaurants too, and I'll maybe eat a couple kernels and then just ignore the rest. Of all the flavors of Buldak out there, this one was just the most puzzling to me because corn flavor in Korean ramen is just not something I've seen ever aside from this. Maybe someone who's more familiar with Korean food can enlighten me as to how authentic this is, but it just seems strange somehow. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it's just meant to appeal to a Tex-Mex sort of crowd based on this packaging. Let's just get to the review and see how it goes. Sodium is 1,500 milligrams, or 65% of your daily allowance. Not too bad. Inside, we've got those great Buldak noodles we've seen before, a liquid packet and a powder packet. The liquid packet, based on the ingredients, appears to be the same general spicy Buldak sauce from the other varieties, despite the fact that this does have specifically the corn branding on it. There is high fructose corn syrup in here, but then again, that's in all of the Buldak sauces too, so I'm not sure how special this is for this product. The powder is where things get interesting. The first ingredient is sugar. Yep, so they're clearly trying to imitate the sweetness of corn by adding some sugar to this. There is also corn powder in here, along with various cheeses and spices, but no meat or seafood derivatives in here that I could tell, so this appears to be vegetarian. Surprisingly, there is no dehydrated corn in this. I was actually expecting to see like a dried packet with corn kernels, but that is not the case. Kind of weird. Let me cook, and I'll be right back. I already stirred this up in the pot. I'm just giving it a quick stir to make sure it's coated. Let me talk about a couple of things real quick. So, I usually have a lick of whatever sauce is being added to the noodles at cooking time. I was wrong. The liquid packet actually does have a very strong kind of roasted corn flavor to it, so it's not the same Buldak sauce that we've seen before. And the other thing I noticed, which I should have noticed right away, but I was too busy gabbing, is these are the carbo noodles, not the regular Buldak noodles. These are the extra chewy, flat noodles that came with the carbonara variety, so I'm really excited about them. As far as the smell that's happening here, I don't think it's a great smell. It's got kind of a cuminy corn smell going on, and I don't find it particularly appetizing, but let's see how it tastes. Huh. Yeah. All right. Well, as always, let's start with the noodles. There's not much new to say about them. These are the same flat noodles that I loved in the carbonara Buldak variety. They're chewy, a little thick, just the right texture for this kind of sauce. I can't say enough good things about these noodles. I love them. I gave them a 9 out of 10 in the past. They are still a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Really good. The spice level on this is pretty high. There is cheese and milk in the powder packet. And so, just like the carbonara flavor, that helps tone down the basic spice of the sauce packet just a little bit. But make no mistake, you might think that because this is a sweet corn flavor that Samyang has wimped out on the spice here. They have not. It is just as potent as the carbonara was. A powerful burn on your lips and on your tongue and in your throat, and it is staying there, and it will stay there for a little while. It's not as spicy as the basic spicy chicken flavor, just because of that cheese and milk. But you will feel this burn. So I'm going to call this a 7 out of 10 on the spiciness scale. And now the flavor. Yep, it's definitely corn. It's got a little acidity in here because I believe there is tomato in this. It's got a little bit of a tomato finish. Not much of a cheese flavor. Definitely in the consistency, though, you can see it's creamy. But as far as the spices, beyond the really weird roast corn flavor, there's a lot of cumin in this, which is one of my arch enemies, so I might be a little biased. Also tasting some possibly oregano. I mean, I don't see any evidence of it, but it definitely tastes like there's oregano. I'm gonna maybe check the ingredients after I'm done filming this. There's also a little bit of onion and garlic flavor. But what mainly is coming forward is corn, tomato, and cumin. I will say those are the three main flavors coming out of this. It's got a very Tex-Mex feel, just like I assumed it would from the package, but it's just kind of a strange flavor going along with the Buldak curry spices and the noodles here, and yeah, this is not my cup of tea. I imagine this has its fans. I don't think I'm one of them. So, because I don't love the spices, because I think the corn flavor is a really weird mix with the rest of what's going on in here, but because I love the noodles, I think this feels right at about a 4 out of 10. Yeah. I could definitely eat this, and I probably will finish it because it's my lunch, but this is not my favorite of the Buldak varieties by far. So yeah, this is a unique experience. I don't think I ever need to eat this again, but I also don't think it's the raging dumpster fire that everyone made it out to be. It's just okay. And I could see if you love corn, like really love corn, and you also love the spices in here, and you're cool with the Tex-Mex ramen fusion, I think this is worth a try as a curiosity. You might be part of the target audience for this flavor. I'm not. For everyone else, I think there are better Buldak varieties to spend your money on. I'm glad I tried this, so I know what it tastes like, but really, it smells like popcorn. It tastes like Mexican food. It's not something I really need to purchase again. This is not what I want out of a bowl of noodles. Well, we've still got a bunch more Samyang Buldak flavors to get through, not even counting the new varieties they released since I bought the big variety pack. Do you have a favorite yet? Is there one that you want me to review next? Or is Buldak too spicy for you? Leave me some comments and let's discuss. And please like and subscribe so we can continue on this noodle journey together.